suing your pastor?
Wow.
Yes, I'm suing him because he divulged what I told him in confidence,
Okay.
which was that I was unfaithful to my husband, and
That's
he went
crazy.
ahead and told my husband, who promptly divorced me and kicked me out of the house.
I can't stand a man that acts like he doesn't understand what's expected of him off the rip.
Y'all notice how Lizzo told y'all it's okay to be big and then she went to go lose weight? You notice how she set y'all up like that?
The problem is y'all let social media think you had all these options because of the access to people's accounts. Baby, you ain't got no options.
Not every man is intimidated by a woman's success. Some of them are leaving you because you're assholes.
I made my man mad last night. I'm talking to his friend. His friend is like, yeah, he's mad at you. It's looking like you're cooked, like you're done.
All I said was I needed my nails done and I need a new oil change. Y'all can't do that. Men are supposed to be providers, right?
Ladies, y'all are ruining the fantasy.
Do y'all think healthy relationships get boring?
I'm so sick of this conversation.
Because imagine this is you. Imagine all this, right? Imagine that. Imagine it. Now imagine having to go to the store and pay for everything yourself.
Do y'all think healthy relationships get boring?
I'm so sick of this conversation. Why don't y'all like peace? But I also understand that a lot of you are so used to the chaos of your life, your upbringing, and all these other things. The reason why you find healthy relationships boring is because you're so used to being in survival mode that now you don't know what to do now that you feel safe and loved and understood. And like, I know this is a really common conversation for those in their 20s. Now I'm about to be 40 this year. And so I get it. Back in my 20s, I thought that was the norm. I thought the arguing and the toxicity, I thought that's what a relationship was. I thought that I was just experiencing what it takes to be in a relationship, is forgiving toxic behavior and trying to move forward and believing they'll change and doing this, that, and the third. But I promise you, that's not it. Your person isn't going to put you through all of that. Your person is not going to put you through all the... Okay, once you find peace, once you feel bored, you're in the right place. Hope that helps.
Well, we are in a feminine crisis. Because imagine this is you. Imagine all this, right? Imagine that. Imagine it. Now imagine having to go to the store and pay for everything yourself. Because that is what I'm dealing with.
Okay, so I bought concert tickets for me and a now ex-boyfriend, but he sent me half because they're really expensive. But I have the tickets. Now that we're broken up, he texted me and was like, hey, what do you want to do about the concert? And I was like, I'll just send you your half back and I'm just going to find somebody else to go with. I didn't say that part, but like, that's what I'm going to do. And he was like, can you actually just send me my ticket? And I was like, I am not splitting up the tickets. Like, that doesn't make much sense. And he was like, I'm just going to go by myself. And I was like, and I'll go by myself and sit next to you. That makes a lot of sense. It doesn't. And like, I broke up with him, so I feel kind of bad doing this, but would it be bad if I just sent him his money and was like, hey, like, I'm sorry, because I'm going to this concert. Like, I really want to go to this concert. And I can't afford a resale ticket, but he can. Like, I pay rent by myself in the Bay Area, and he still lives with his parents, and he makes big boy bucks. Like, he has a big boy job. Like, would it be mean? Like, I know I need to put myself first at some point, but I don't know. Let me know what you would do.
I have always felt like the man has to love the woman more for a relationship to work, because it's just harder for men to be loyal and faithful and committed for the long term. When a woman loves a man, it just comes naturally to be loyal and faithful and committed. But it's just not in male nature to be like that. Like, men can supposedly love a woman and still not be faithful to her. So yeah, he has to love her more. It has to be at a higher degree, simply just based on male nature for him to stay loyal, faithful, committed for the long term.
E in the comments was like, she was just crying about how the dude who broke her heart was shady for being a single dating coach. Now she on here single and giving dating advice. Exactly. Benny done turned her left, right, every which way but loose. And now she talking to us, telling us she about to give us a 50 part, no less than 50, about how he did her wrong. Girl, go sit down somewhere.
I'm dropping triple doubles at work to pay all the bills. My wife could be online telling people she's not even attracted to me. Marriage is starting to sound like a threat. You're threatening me.
I wanted to make sure I played that clip before I said what I needed to say. Ladies, y'all are ruining the fantasy. It seems like every few months or so, y'all give men less and less incentive to commit. And it's funny because I've recently just seen an influx of videos of women saying, where are all the men at? Why aren't they showing up to these mixers? Why aren't they as thirsty anymore? Why don't they value us as much as they used to? It's because y'all really don't know how to shut the hell up. And I don't mean that in a sexist way. I mean that in the sense of you're ruining, completely ruining this fantasy that we have. And here's the thing, we're in on the play. We know certain things to be true. We just do. But when you saying it out loud, it's saying egregious stuff online. It's not just that. It's the comments that agree. The thousands and thousands of comments that agree with it. Y'all have spent the last 5 or 6 years telling men that Santa Claus ain't real. And now y'all are wondering where they at. Love, they're protecting their peace. And I don't blame them. So you mean to tell me after I've planned dates, I've committed to you, I've planned a life for us together, I've asked for your hand in marriage, I pay these bills, I come home every day, I'm faithful, just for you to get online and say, oh, he ain't my type? At the very least, keep in-house information in-house. At least let the people in the street think I'm the finest thing in the world to you. And I remember discussing a while back when women were saying that good guys need to mentor and hold guys that are doing bad by women accountable. I tried to ask them, like, what am I supposed to tell them that incentivizes them to do right? This is a stumbling block. I can't convince them to do the right thing and commit and be monogamous and be good to one woman when this is what it looks like.
So he mad because
you wasn't gonna record everything, bro.
He mad because we went out to the club last night and he went to the bathroom and this guy asked me for my number.
Wrong.
And so I was trying to get him out my face and so I just gave him the number.
Who does that, bro? You wrong for that, bro. Come on.
Bro, what do you mean? I wanted to get him out my face.
No,
what are you talking about? How is that crazy?
Bro, come on, that's weird, bro. Like, let me would have did that though. You'd have been mad though.
You did? You do? You would do it right in my face though.
You wrong, bro. That's wrong, bro.
Okay. So how is
too much?
How?
You could have gave him. You could have said, "No, I got a man." Nah.
I mean, clearly he's seen us in there together.
Bro. You wrong, bro. Like, now if I would have turned up, it would have been a different thing, though. Come on, bro.
Turn up for what? Like, do y'all hear how he sound? Turn up for what?
You get a reaction, I got you, though, bro.
How I want to get a reaction?
Nah, bro. Like,
well, you should have stood on whatever you swear you should have turned up. That's what you should have. You should have did that then, cause at this, you should have did that then. You be wanting to act so like that. You should have did that.
Nah, bro,
you should have did that.
You tripping, bro.
But yeah, we both know what it is for real. All that capping, I don't really care.
Modern women continue to find ways to justify their bad behavior and then put it online so all the other women with bad behavior can validate what they doing.
Wow, ladies. Wow. 55,000 women caught in a group chat talking about how they finesse men out of money. 55,000 women caught in the group chat discussing on how they can get their light bills paid, car note paid, rent paid, how they can get a new purse, some new shoes. This is disgusting. 55,000. Y'all need to do better. Y'all need to do better. Guys, share this post. 55,000 women trying to finesse us.
And what does me having 7 kids have to do with anything? I didn't ask nobody to take care of my kids. I asked for y'all to, when y'all come in my DM, to be ready to provide a little something for me. All I said was I needed my nails done and I need a new oil change. Y'all can't do that. Men are supposed to be providers, right? And women are supposed to be the nurturers. Why y'all don't want to provide? My 7 kids are good, though. Let's go ahead and get that straight. My 7 kids are good. I get like $2,100 in food stamps, and my kids get Medicaid insurance. I'm not asking y'all to take care of my kids, and 4 of them have daddies. So let's not. I said me. That's it. That's all.
Have y'all been seeing these videos of this lady talking about why she regrets cheating on her husband? And you would think she would regret cheating on her husband because it was wrong, but really it was because he didn't react how she wanted him to react. So basically the husband found out that she was cheating with his friend while they all was hanging out. Now she expected him to go crazy, throw a fit, probably try to fight the dude and everything like that. But instead he just said whatever and left. He took their kids to his mom's house, went and got a U-Haul, went to their house, and started moving his stuff out. Now, the fact that he didn't react in the way that she wanted him to react made her upset. She wasn't upset that she was wrong in cheating on her husband, but she was upset because she basically didn't get a rise out of him by doing that. She tried to ask him about it. She tried to ask his mom about it, and he just wouldn't give the situation any time of day. And that's the best way to react to something like that. If somebody betrays you in the worst way, don't even give it the time of day. There's nothing that that person can do or say to justify what they did. So at the end of the day, it's over. End of story.
I was with my best friend from 19 to 26 years old. That dude was my everything, okay? This is the story that he would tell everybody when they would ask what kind of person I am. We've been together for like 2.5 years at this point, maybe 2 years, and he had gotten signed to Universal Music, an amazing producer, artist, fantastic. And he was living in Vegas, and I showed up at his place in Vegas for the first time since he had moved there. And this man was sleeping on a blow-up mattress. And I was like, there is no way that the man that I love is going to sleep on a blow-up mattress. I had no job at this point. I had just moved to the US, was getting my green card. I couldn't work. With the little money that I did have, I went and I bought him a mattress and put it in the back of my Passat, okay? And then proceeded to carry that mattress up 3 flights of stairs at like 9 o'clock in the morning in the scorching Vegas heat. Walk in there, I'm like panting, sweating, dying because that's what you do when you love somebody. That's the kind of person that I am in a relationship. I will give 100% of myself and the last bit of energy that I have because I love you. That is what a woman does. Yeah, we can talk about how I cooked and cleaned for him and helped him with his business and helped him become a millionaire, and now he lives in a nice apartment in Vancouver. I don't need to talk about that because I know what kind of woman I am when I show up in a relationship. You want to know I ruined that relationship? We were long distance for a period of time. I went during the pandemic and I was staying with him in Vancouver and something changed. And you want to know what changed? He started watching podcasts like Fresh and Fit. He started listening to content about MGTOW, and that man changed. And I would sit across from him and not understand the person that I was seeing. I felt like I was waking up to somebody that I did not know. I am qualified to talk about this. I am qualified to understand the repercussions that red pill content have on men, because the person that I wanted to spend my life with, the person I was in love with, the person I wanted to marry changed overnight because of the content like that. And I see now the men who do watch that content. I hear the things that they say because I would listen to it. I actually started consuming that content because I wanted to understand what happened. To all the men who asked me that question, there's your answer.
Just listening to you, I think there's more to the story. A lot of times modern women get on here and they embellish and they exaggerate the things that they did. And great for you, good for you. Kudos to you for buying him a mattress and carrying it all the way upstairs, especially 3 flights of stairs. Kudos to you, right? But this type of stuff, like he did this and he did that, I'd really like to hear his side of the story. Just my opinion.
There was a girl on here who was 26 years old, 4 baby dads, 7 kids by the 4 baby dads, and says that she wants any man who comes into her life to be willing to provide. I hate it here. Now go into her comment section and tell me what it is that you find. Put that into your comment. Go there right now and then come right back over here and tell me what it is you saw. You saw some dudes and a few women actually calling out how much BS that is. And then you still saw women saying that that was fine and she was still a queen. You cannot make this up. At first I thought she was just doing it because it's the first of the month, and you know how I go on here on the first of the month. But then I go to her page. Come to find out, she's not monetized. Meaning she is 100% serious. I saw all of her previous videos as well. They literally are 100% serious. She is 26 years old with 7 kids and 4 baby dads and wants somebody to come and take care of that. It's my last. Nope, you ain't getting it. Do something with your life.
These are things that as a man you should never do with a woman. Number one, don't argue with women. It's in one ear and out the other. And I've learned that myself having this platform, because the things that women comment on my videos have zero relevance and they're just looking for arguments. They're looking for ways to argue. Number two, don't try to change her habits or her behavior. You're not going to be able to do that. She'll fake it for a little bit and then she'll go right back to being who she is.
I don't think I'm gonna wear a black tux.
I think you are gonna wear a black tux.
No, I don't want to be like everyone else.
What color did you have in mind?
Maybe green.
No. Sorry. You can pick something else that you want.
Why? Why can't I do that?
Because it's not gonna be that. Collectively, we're deciding it's gonna be a black tux.
You're saying that. It's gonna be a green tux and
No.
the hair's gonna be
No.
long.
Women were in the comments saying it looks like he needs to find a new person to be with because she ain't it.
Normalize the idea of when you're not with the father of your kids, split the custody where that man can have some responsibility. This is why a lot of people go around and act like they don't have children, because y'all hoes just want to take care of everything. And listen, don't type them long paragraphs under my live, because I'm not talking to the females that the fathers are real deadbeats. I'm talking to you. Your mammy got you thinking if you let the kids stay with the daddy for more than 2 days at a time, you doing, where my grandkids at? You ain't called and got them yet. That's why your mama don't got no additional sources of income. She ain't got no generational wealth to leave you. She barely gave you the tools you need to make it. That's why you picked her to begin with your ass, listening to her ass. And you can tag her, and I'll tell her to her face. Kids can go stay with their daddy for 3 months at a time. You could be a weekend mom. It is normal. It's normal. Yeah, they condition. Always get on here. You need to talk about how I'm gonna talk about how y'all raising these children wrong. They grow up in households where all they know is how a woman handles stuff. Know why? Because you don't leave them around their daddy long enough to see how a man handles stuff. Then they grow up and they acting like just how your ass act. Can't manage emotions, don't know how to problem solve.
I made my man mad last night. I'm talking to his friend. His friend is like, yeah, he's mad at you. It's looking like you're cooked, like you're done. And he's like, oh, he's gonna go shopping today. He wants the floors. I picked my ass up and I got to Soho before that nigga. I got him for you, Wookie. Take me back. Take me back. Take me back. Option one, I could go outside his house with a flower in my mouth and hold the shoes like this and sing Sorry by Future. I didn't really mean to hurt you. Sorry I had to be this way. And then, you know, I feel bad, so I had to get something for myself, so I got my Ricks. I'm so sad. I hope y'all think he's gonna take me back? Do you think he's gonna take me back? Yes. I love you, baby. I'm never gonna make you mad again. I promise.
Let's go.
If you see this, because you don't be on TikTok. I love you. I hate you. I hate you. I spent a year of my life for you and you would do
Jory,
this to me.
stop.
Not every man is intimidated by a woman's success. Some of them are leaving you because you're assholes. You don't listen. You're mouthy. And it's unattractive. You make being a boss babe your entire personality. Don't nobody give up that in a relationship. What type of woman are you?
Larry, I do not have time for no videos. We need to get stuff done. No, I asked you to put this up, and you none of it's not an emergency because you just put. Oh my God, I can't hold it. Oh.
Yeah, now you're gonna bury it. And I caught that. You see how impatient you is? Huh?
Well, you did that the first time.
Oh, don't worry, baby.
pastor?
Wow.
Yes, I'm suing him because he divulged what I told him in confidence,
Okay.
which was that I was unfaithful to my husband, and
That's
he went
crazy.
ahead and told my husband, who promptly divorced me and kicked me out of the house. So
Good. That's a good
So
pastor.
why is it your pastor's fault that you cheated on your husband?
I thought what I had told him was in confidence. And I
Okay.
was looking to him for emotional help. I couldn't afford a therapist, so
That's
I thought,
crazy.
I'm depressed. And
did he help you?
This whole situation is so mind-blowing, but I think the pastor, he did a good job. She was unfaithful. It's your fault. What do you guys think? Who's at
he
fault?
said that honesty is the best way to make
That's
myself
very
feel
true.
better. And so he said, you have a month, tell your husband. Then one day they met at the gym, and Pastor
told him.
Hall just says that I was unfaithful, and then my husband comes home in a fury, and that was it.
He did the right thing.
Did you specifically say, hey, by the way, Mr. McDonald, and you can stand up.
It's not his fault.
I see you're here in the pastor's support as a witness. But Pastor Hall, did you tell Mr. McDonald, hey, by the way, your wife cheated on you?
No. So
Okay. What happened?
She is correct in how we got together. We did meet. She did confide in me.
Okay.
I already
Okay.
forgave her. The Lord forgives her, but in order for her to forgive herself and to move on, you know, she has to
take
tell her
those
husband.
extra steps. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is 100% true. What the pastor is saying right now is true. You have to tell your husband. And the pastor is going to tell him if you don't tell him.
Mr. McDonald
Yes.
at the gym.
Yes.
Okay. You were
Right.
working out.
So this was about 6 weeks later.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is
I mean,
so
honestly, It
insane.
was great catching up. I hadn't seen them in church in a little bit. So
Okay.
we catch each other at the gym. We talk.
Right.
And I briefly mentioned, you know, it's great to see people go through so much adversity.
I don't see anything
when it
wrong
comes
with
to
this.
Different things like sickness, you know, things like bankruptcy, things like adultery.
Right.
All kinds of types of, you know, situations and things, periods that couples can go through.
It's all
So
sins.
you just gave a general statement about obstacles that they go through. Going through obstacles makes people stronger.
Correct.
Right?
Right.
But you just threw bankruptcy, addiction, adultery in there. You weren't specifically thinking of that. Or
He was trying to hint at him.
said it?
Yeah, no, I'm not alluding to anything, you
Okay.
know.
It was just a general
Okay.
statement.
Just general
Obstacles
hardships.
such as make people stronger.
Correct.
Okay. And that's it? You guys both went on your way?
Yeah. It was
I don't
just
see
just a
anything
quick,
wrong.
Kind of touch and go with us, yeah.
Okay. And then, Mr. McDonald, how did you
Okay.
find out? Why is it your pastor's fault that you cheated on your husband?
It's her fault,
Mr. McDonald, how did you find out your wife cheated?
not the pastor.
It was during that time with the pastor when I knew something
Was wrong.
Something might have been said.
Right.
That,
Something triggered you?
right. Exactly.
It's that gut feeling.
It was whether or not she cheated on me.
Did you have a
Right.
suspicion she cheated on you?
Yes.
That's
When?
so
For how
sad.
long?
It was prior to the pandemic, and I
So you always felt it in your gut that she cheated on you.
yes.
So was it the pastor's line that made you?
It was a little
trying to
hint.
Tell you your wife cheated on you, or
Yes.
Yes.
so you confronted your wife. She admitted that she cheated on you, and you
Right.
filed for divorce. Okay.
The pastor
And why
did the right thing.
$25,000?
Well, Your Honor,
Don't cheat.
I'm a teacher, and a teacher's salary is not very big, and
Okay.
when I got kicked out.
One of the members of your church is suing you.
That's
I'm
crazy.
suing him because he divulged what I told him in confidence,
Okay.
which was that I was unfaithful to my husband, and he went ahead and told my husband.
That's good.
$25,000.
Good
Well,
job,
Your
pastor.
Honor, I'm a teacher, and a teacher's salary is not very big.
Right.
And when I got kicked out, I had to find an apartment, and so
Wow.
that's for 6 months worth of rent.
Don't
And
cheat.
then also, because I no longer have someone like Pastor Hall here, I had
Okay.
to go to therapy, and that's not something that I can typically afford. So I'm also including 6 months of therapy.
Okay.
Wow.
I just don't think he disclosed anything on purpose.
Right?
You're not taking accountability of what you did.
That's true.
You caused the breakdown to happen. I know this is very harsh.
She's trying to get easy
At the
money.
end of the day, you're responsible for your actions and any consequences that come thereof. Okay?
Yes.
Based on the evidence, I will deny your claim for $25,000.
Good.
Modern women always wanting men to make them whole, even though you obviously committed the crime, even though obviously you were wrong. And then you wonder why men don't want to date you. You wonder why men don't want to. You didn't even have the common decency to admit that you were wrong. You try to take what you did, which was egregious, and throw it on the pastor as if he did something wrong. When the pastor told you, hey, I'm giving you so much time to come clean with your husband, and you decided not to do that. Y'all talk about effective communication and can't do it. Y'all can't even do it yourselves. Why don't men court us anymore? Why don't they pursue us? Where are the generous men, the rich men that provide for us, that protect us, that want to help us out? Where are the simps at? Why are men not simping for us anymore? How is a man, even if you wanted to, going to simp for this? You're sitting up here talking about pay for my therapy, pay for my apartment, pay for other damages. Generosity, you don't deserve any of it. Come on, man, get a grip.
I learned a lot about women. I think I learned exactly how the fall of man occurred in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, and Adam said one day, wow, Eve, here we are at one with nature, at one with God. We'll never age, we'll never die. And all our dreams come true the instant that we have them. And Eve said, yeah, it's just not enough, is it?
Wow. That's not funny.
I was just waiting for more.
So that was kind of his point.
Oh,
that's kind of what he was saying.
I mean,
Y'all notice how Lizzo told y'all it's okay to be big and then she went to go lose weight? You notice how she set y'all up like that? Yeah, did y'all notice that? Or was that just me? You notice that these celebrities will always tell you to live a certain way and they don't live that way themselves. You notice that? You notice how Cardi B told you, I don't cook or clean. Well, let me tell you how I got my ring, but then the ring is gone. You see how celebrities will tell you to do something that they don't even do. You know how Cardi B said she don't even let her child listen to her music because she knows that what she's singing about is wrong. And that's not how she wants to raise her daughter up. But she'll raise y'all daughters up like that, though. Yeah, she'll raise y'all's daughters up like that, yeah. But she ain't gonna raise hers like that. You notice that? You see where I'm going with this? Y'all gonna get enough of worshiping these celebrities like they're God, baby. You're gonna get enough of having these idols. You're gonna get enough of bowing down to these celebrities. You're gonna get enough. Tell me who your God is.
The problem is y'all let social media think you had all these options because of the access to people's accounts. Baby, you ain't got no options. This ain't the stock market, okay?
I can't stand a man that acts like he doesn't understand what's expected of him off rip. And he will expect so many different things from you. That's the funny part about this. Oh my God. Dating in this climate is just so freaking funny because men will expect a laundry list of things from you. You know, they expect you to come dressed to the nines, you know, looking pretty and ready to listen to whatever they want to rant about or talk about and talk about themselves the whole time. Yet, when you ask for something as simple as like opening up a door, or you shouldn't even have to ask for that, flowers, or for them to buy you something that you like, it's crickets. It's crickets. It's like you're speaking a foreign language to them. And I'm done. I'm about to start exclusively dating women.
A few moments later.
Me planning a Miami trip with my sisters and talking about how much of a menace we'll be. And you were asking why men don't pursue anymore?
What up, though?
Hi.
How you doing? What they say?
Oh, perfect. You want to look at my reading?
Oh.
No.
Well, can you get in trouble for that?
Can you?
I only accept apologies in cash.
He said turn around.
I ain't gonna lie. Did you read the shirt when you bought it?
Yeah.
What'd it say?
It says I only accept apologies in cash.
That's not what it say.
That is what it says.
That motherfucker say I only accept apologizes in cash.
That's what it says. Is that what it says?
APOLOGI.
Listen, my too big. I can't see that far down.
My bad. You had your in the shirt before you bought it?
No, but like when I brought it, I just put this in them, and they really not even staying in them. They trying to run out.
Hold on, let me see.
Okay, so everyone knows that the dating scene in 2025 is probably the worst in history. And I used to sit back and blame men for this, okay? I'm going off my last video being pick me. I'm gonna just keep on going because I feel like ranting about this because I feel so strongly on this topic, okay? It is not even the guy's problem anymore. It is fully on the girls, okay? You are being so easy for men to have access to that they don't even have to try anymore. Girls will legitimately follow them on Instagram, DM them, call them, email them, voicemail them, like everything to get them, and will be asking to come over in the middle of the night after the bar. They'll just automatically go home with the guy that they just met. I have never witnessed anything like this in my life. And it just needs to end. It's not even the guy's problem anymore because girls are the ones who are allowing this to happen. Why would a guy try? Why would a guy try when there are 50 easy girls right in front of them that they can just use for a night and then like not talk to them all week until Friday night comes around? If you think about it like a guy, why would a guy put an effort to chase after a girl for months? Which is what I would make them do when they could have 100 other options that are way easier that they could just get on the first night. They'll call them at 1 a.m, know that they'll answer, and know that they will drive to the guy. Why would a guy put an effort? We need to change this, okay? I have seen it so much in Tampa. It's nuts. Every single day, I swear I hear a new story about how a girl is becoming easier and easier and just more desperate. I don't know why we think that there's like a lack of good men in the world, because there's not. They're out there. They're just not the ones that you are talking to. I feel like we all need to just do a reset. Remember the gender roles. It's not that hard to remember. And just do a full start over, because I am sick of dealing with guys who have all of these easy options when there are actual good girls out there. They just don't care to put an effort anymore, because why would they? Everything is so easy.
Women are actually using brands to determine whether a man is fit to be their mate. And so we're going into a situation now where if you're not taking me to a fancy restaurant, if you're not wearing this clothes or that clothes, you can't have a conversation with me. We can't even get to first base. And that goes to show how programmed, how brainwashed we are, where we are no longer looking beyond the flesh and looking into the person's spirit and be valued. We're looking at the external trappings. We're going to be in problems, because what's happening, the only people that are winning are the big brands, the big corporations. The branding is so effective that we even think unhealthy foods are healthy. We even think unhealthy things are cool to be drinking and to be consuming.
Listen to me. If your ex is in a rebound relationship, here's the harsh reality. Not going to sugarcoat it for you. I'm not going to do that. Not all rebound relationships end. Some do last. Some do make it to the end.
To be honest, I'm like not enough of a hater to ever tell a man like, you're never going to find as bad as me. You're never going to find a girl like me. Like, yes, you will. You're probably, you know what? You're probably going to find as bad as me, if not badder. As funny as me, if not funnier. Several as smart as me, if not smarter. Like, you're definitely gonna find that. It's actually for their sake. I hope you don't find that. I hope you don't find them, because I don't want them to be traumatized like I was.
How can you be balding and still ghost me? How can you be balding and still...
Somebody in the comments said, but it wasn't a problem until he ghosted you. These modern women think too highly of themselves. Imagine getting online, asking why a man's ghosting you, why men are ignoring you, why men don't want to date you, and then displaying this attitude as if you are above him, as if you are so far out of his league. Your looks, your attractiveness are just in the next galaxy, and really believe in that. That's why men prefer to stay single.
It's always that man that thinks he's never going to date again. And then that one woman who's everything he wanted comes into his life. It's like, I guess I was wrong.
So there were some men that were triggered with my previous video, and some of them messaged me saying that a high value man will indeed ask a woman what she brings to the table. So I want to reiterate that is very much low value, and I'm really sorry if you just discovered that you have low value behavior. So I want to explain it a little bit better so that you can stop asking women that question, okay? High value men love high value women because they recognize and appreciate the intangible assets that a high value woman brings to the table. Therefore, asking that question is redundant. When you ask that question, you show that you don't date high value women, you don't recognize high value women, and you don't even understand high value women because you don't even grasp the concept that it's classless for you to even ask that question. Now, all of that aside, high value people in general understand that it's not what you say that matters, it's what you do. That's why a high value person is going to watch you, observe you, and analyze you because your actions is going to tell them everything they need to know about you. Now, if you're telling me you just met this woman and you're going to ask her that question, you're going to take what she says, put it in your pocket, and you're going to be happy, you're basically proving that you are naive, arrogant, slow, and unintelligent. And those are not high value qualities.
You know, y'all just keep on saying the same thing that a lot of these other modern women say. Well, a man's just going to see my value and he's not even going to ask that question. That sounds like the same thing that some of these other modern women say when they're like, oh, man, what do you bring to the table? Oh, my presence. But seriously, what do you do? Like, what can you bring to the relationship? How do you help? How do you usually act, maneuver, move around in a relationship? What does that look like? Right? You guys be coming to the table not wanting to answer any questions. There's something called trust but verify, where I'm hearing what you're saying. I'm still going to ask the question. You might lie, you might tell the truth, but I'm still going to ask questions and observe your behavior, period. Y'all gonna stop saying what high value men in general do and don't ask, what they are and are not supposed to ask. I'm gonna ask some questions too.
Men can't love unconditionally because they're never loved unconditionally. You have to provide to be loved.
But do y'all think these women out here are worth taking the bullet for? I could be dating this girl, married to her. She's getting within 3 months, bro.
You wouldn't even wait 3 weeks. You be out there crying at the freaking funeral like, oh, look at me so sad. Feel pity for me.
I would be on Tinder at the funeral.
Of course.
Hinge.
So you want her to wait 3 months?
Hinge. I'd be on Bumble.
Exactly.
I'd be on Tinder. I'd be on Christian Mingle. I'll be on J-Date. I'll be on the Asian dating app. That's gonna be the first place I'll be. You guys have an expectation that I take the bullet.
You wouldn't take the bullet, but then you said my mom. For my mom, I would take a bullet. Would you?
For my parents, yes. Because I got love for my parents like that. Like if I saw somebody punch my dad, I would be more upset if they punched my dad. Yeah. And I would be blood boil. I would this person.
That's love. That's love. But you wouldn't do that for your wife because men cannot love women.
I can't get another dad. I can't get another mom. I can get another.
Oh, see, that's messed up.
I love when guys on dating apps are like, you're so gorgeous. How are you single? For one, I'm mentally ill, Brandon. For two, I'm a fucking catfish. And for three, I'm usually referred to as a cunt.
Somebody on TikTok said, everybody has somebody. And I haven't been okay since. Because this is the first time in my life that I really, really don't have nobody to go back to. Like, there's nobody I talk to on a regular basis. And the fact that I know all y'all do, that's not fair. That's not fair. Because now when you get mad at me, you want to go back home. And I don't got time for that. This is the new home.
Know how many men no longer open the door for women?
Well, who caused that, though? Who killed chivalry? I think, me personally, I think some women killed chivalry because I'm gonna tell you why. Let me before you talk, bro. Let me say my piece. The reason why I say that because, and I can have men that can attest to this. When men try to do those nice things, open the door for a woman, you know, slide her chair for her. These men are called, oh, he's too soft. Or when a man give women roses, he's too, bro, it happens. I have men that can attest to this.
Let me tell you something, brother.
I have men that can attest to
Opening a door is not something you do because you being nice.
No, that's
just something you do because it's just
right.
something you do, bro.
But I'm saying though,
and you're not doing it for somebody to be grateful for. It's just, that's just in you, man.
No,
you know what I mean?
Okay, let me go back to what I said.
You didn't hear what he said, you just glossed over it. What he meant by that is, yes, as a man, I can do things nice just because it's within me. But when it gets to women not only being downright rude and turning around and disrespecting me, but also trying to get me in trouble for harassment and all of these other things that are flat out lies, I'm going to stop doing that. Y'all are going to say things that's going to make me back up and abandon the post that y'all said y'all wanted me at. Period. That's why men are staying single. That's why men don't court. That's one of the main reasons that men don't make it priority to approach these women anymore. Because they're not only just saying, ooh, you gross, get away from me, but they're actively trying to lie and get men in trouble and say they're harassing them.